So let us create an abstract class in this programming practice. So the abstract class which we are going to create is called number, and here in the protected section let us have some variable int I, and in the public section let's have a function void set I. Int x is the parameter and I will be set to the value in x. Let's also have a function void show. Okay, and what we want in show, we want that depending upon the type of object, the show must show the value in hexadecimal or octal or decimal form. Okay, so we have three choices for show. But how to do this? This can be done by using three different classes inherited from this class number. Okay, so for the time being, let's leave show here and create three classes. So first class is class dec public number. Okay, so this will give us the decimal representation. Public void show. So here we are overriding the show function and it will give us the decimal value. So we can just write cout I. Okay, so I will be accessible in decimal class. Why? Because I is a protected member and any protected member is accessible in all the derived classes. Okay. Okay. Now let us have class hex public number. Public void show. So here again we are overriding the show function and here cout. Then how to display a number in hexadecimal form? After this insertion operator, you write the word hex and then again put the insertion operator and then write the number which you want to display. So in this way you can display a number in hexadecimal form in C++. Okay, let us put an ENDL here. Here I did not write any hex or dec because by default we are seeing the values of the numbers in decimal form. Okay, and next let us have class oct public number, and here in the public section again we override show function and here we write cout oct if we want to display the number in the octal format. Okay, so now let us have the main function. Okay, before defining this main function, let us go back to this show function. Do we need to define this show function here? Because here number is just this class is just representing a number, okay, and the task of displaying that number, it is handled by these three classes, dec, hex and opt. Okay, so this show function is just acting as an interface, right? So can we make this show function an abstract function? Sorry, a pure virtual function? Yes. So if I write equal to 0 and put a semicolon, now this function, show function, has become a pure virtual function, and this class number has become an abstract class. Okay, so because the class number has become an abstract class, this means that you cannot instantiate the number class. So here what I am writing, I am trying to instantiate the number class. I am creating an object of class number. Let's try to run it and see what happens. So it is giving us an error. Initializer specified for non-virtual method number show. Okay, so this class is an abstract class, and whenever we try to create an object of that class, it is always giving us an error. Okay, so instead now we create an object of class dec d, and then let's write d dot set underscore I. Set underscore I is accessible to all the derived classes dec, hex and opt. Why? Because this set I is a public memo function of this class number, right? So set I, let's set it to be 10. Okay, so let's run it. So this error is, I think it is because we skipped the keyword virtual here. Okay, so now I have written virtual. Now let's try to run it. So now it is giving us the error which we were expecting. Cannot declare variable n to be of abstract type. This number, I think number will be written here. Yeah, because the number class is now containing a pure virtual function, because of that it has become an abstract class, so we cannot create an object of an abstract class. Okay, so this is not possible. Instead, let us create an object of dec class, dec d. So dec d, then d dot set underscore I. Is it possible to access the set underscore I function? This is not defined in dec, but because we are inheriting the number class as public, and set underscore I is a public member of class number, so public members are accessible. So this is perfectly okay. And then d dot show. Okay, so it is displaying the value 10, and then let us create an object of class hex h, then h dot set underscore I. Again let's pass the value 10, and then h dot show. So it is giving us now the hexadecimal value of 10, which is A, right? Similarly, create an object of class opt o, then o dot set underscore I. Again we pass value 10, then o dot show. Okay, So now it will give us the octal value of 10, which is 12, right? So this is how we can create an abstract class, right?